Welcome back, students. So today we are on the final part of the chapter polynomials. Before moving into today's class, I want you guys to remember what we discussed in the previous part. Could you remember, guys? Well, we were discussing about algebraic identities, right? So try to remember the last two identities. So what are they? Sixth identity is x plus y the whole square is equal to x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. And seventh identity is x minus y the whole cube is equal to x cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus y cube. Hope you guys can remember all the 7 identities. Practice it by writing in your note. Now let's see how to factorize using these two identities. Exercise 2.5 8th sum. Factorize each of the following in that third subdivision. 27 minus 125a cube minus 135a plus 225a square. We have to factorize the given algebraic expression. Now see, the first term is a cube value, right? 27 is a cube value of 3. So 3 cube. And second term 125a cube. 125 is a cube value of 5. So together we can write it as 5a the whole cube. So which identity we can use here? Seventh identity. There is x minus y the whole cube is equal to x cube minus y cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square. On comparing this identity with the given algebraic expression, in place of x cube we are having 3 cube and in place of y cube we are having 5a the whole cube. So your x value is 3 and your y value is 5a. So we can write it as 3 cube minus 5a the whole cube minus 3 into 3 square into 5a plus 3 into 3 into 5a whole square. And our next step will be what? 3 minus 5a the whole cube. Why? Because here your x value is 3 and your y value is 5a, which in further can be written as 3 minus 5a into 3 minus 5a into 3 minus 5a. So we have factorized what? The given algebraic expression. Since the terms are negative, we have used seventh identity. In case if the terms are positive, you have to use sixth identity. Now let's move to the next sum. Exercise 2.5 9th sum. First subdivision. Verify x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. So we have to check whether LHS is equal to RHS or not. So first let us take the given RHS, that is your right hand side of the given equation. So RHS is equal to x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. So here you have to just multiply the terms. So x into x square is what? X cube, and x into minus xy is minus x square y, and x into y square is plus xy square. And next y into x square is what? X square y, and y into minus xy is what? Minus xy square, and y into y square is plus y cube. So our step will be what? X cube minus x square y plus xy square plus x square y minus xy square plus y cube. Here minus x square y and plus x square y will get cancelled, and xy square minus xy square will get cancelled, and finally we will get x cube plus y cube, which is equal to what? LHS. So, LHS is equal to what? RHS. Similarly, you are having second subdivision. X cube minus y cube is equal to x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. Do this subdivision also in your classwork note. These two subdivisions are also algebraic identities which we will be using in the sums. These two subdivisions are derived from identity 6 and 7. I have also attached the steps of the derivation. Please do take a note on this. Now let's move to the sum based on these two subdivisions. Exercise 2.5, 10th sum. Factorize 27y cube plus 125z cube. So which identity we have to use here? X cube plus y cube identity. So what is x cube plus y cube? X plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. Here the first term 27y cube can be written as 3y the whole cube, and second term 125z cube can be written as 5z the whole cube. So your x value is 3y and your y value is 5z. Now apply in the identity. We will get 3y plus 5z into 3y the whole square minus 3y into 5z plus 5z the whole square, which is equal to 3y plus 5z into 9y square minus 15yz plus 25z square. So we have factorized what? The given algebraic expression. Similarly, do the second sum in your homework note. Now let's move to the last identity. Identity 8. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. If you multiply the terms in the right hand side means you will get the LHS. Now let's discuss a sum based on this 8th identity. Example 25. Factorize 8x cube plus y cube plus 27z cube minus 18xyz. See here, the first term is what? 8x cube. 8 is a cube value of 2. So it can be written as 2x the whole cube. And second term is y cube. So third term is 27z cube, which can be written as what? 3z the whole cube. And minus 18xyz can be written as minus 3 into, what is your x value here? 2x, and y value is y, and z value is what? 3z. So 18xyz can be written as 3 into 2x into y into 3z. Now on comparing this with the identity 8, we are having LHS of identity 8. On substituting xyz values on the identity, we will get 2x plus y plus 3z into 2x the whole square plus y square plus 3z the whole square minus 2x into y minus y into 3z minus 3z into 2x, which is equal to 2x plus y plus 3z into 4x square plus y square plus 9z square minus 2xy minus 3yz minus 6zx. So we have factorized the given expression. Note it guys, whenever you are writing the sum, you have to mention which identity you are using on that particular sum. And simply don't write identity 1, identity 2 and all. You have to write identity 1 x plus y the whole square, the full expression. Hope you guys are clear on what I am telling, right? Okay, now let's move to the next sum. Exercise 2.5, 12th sum. Verify that x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to 1 by 2 into x plus y plus z into x minus y the whole square plus y minus z the whole square plus z minus x the whole square. Okay, now I want you guys to take a note and sit in front of your laptop or mobile and try this sum by yourself. See the RHS. Here you are having x minus y the whole square plus y minus z the whole square and z minus x the whole square. Just apply second identity, that is x minus y the whole square identity, and you will get an expression with all the terms having 2 as their coefficient. Now take the 2 outside and cancel it with 1 by 2. Then you will get the RHS of identity 8. On substituting the 8th identity, you will get the LHS of the given question. I have attached the steps, guys, so do it yourself and then check the steps. I hope you guys will do this sum honestly. Okay, now let's move to next sum. Exercise 2.5, 13th sum. If x plus y plus z is equal to 0, show that x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. So, on seeing the question, you can tell this is something related to 8th identity, right? So, what they have given, x plus y plus z is equal to 0. Now, apply this 0 in your 8th identity. So, on applying 0 in RHS of 8th identity, we will get what? X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to 0. Why? Because 0 into anything is what? 0. Now, bring the minus 3xyz term to RHS. Then we will get x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. So we have proved what? If x plus y plus z is equal to 0 means x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. Now let's move to the next sum. Take your book, guys, and see question number 14 of exercise 2.5. Without actually calculating the cubes, find the values of each of the following. In that first question, minus 12 the whole cube plus 7 cube plus 5 cube. Here we have to find this value without what? Finding the cubes. So here we are going to use the result of the previous sum. That is, if x plus y plus z is equal to 0, then x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. So here, what is your x value? Minus 12. And your y value is 7. And z value is 5. So x plus y plus z is equal to how much? Minus 12 plus 7 plus 5. So 7 plus 5 is what? Plus 12. So minus 12 plus 12 is equal to 0. So we have got what? X plus y plus z is equal to 0. So now we can apply this xyz value in the formula x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. Substituted in place of xyz, then we will get 3 into minus 12 into 7 into 5. 3 into minus 12 is how much? Minus 36. And 7 into 5 is plus 35. And minus 36 into 35 is how much? Minus 1260. Now let's move to the next sum. See your book, guys. Page number 49, 15th sum. Give possible expression for the length and breadth of each of the following rectangles in which their areas are given. So first subdivision. What is given? area is equal to 25a square minus 35a plus 12. So what we have to find here? We have to find expression for length and breadth of a rectangle. What they have given? Area they have given. Now see the algebraic equation clearly. This is a quadratic polynomial. So first you have to factorize this quadratic polynomial. So which method we are going to use here? By splitting the middle term. So what is our first step here? We have to multiply a square term into constant term. So 25a square into 12 is what? 300a square. And your middle term is how much? Minus 35a. So on multiplying you should get 300a square, and on adding you should get what? Minus 35a. Since the product is positive and middle term is negative, both the numbers are what? Negative numbers. So find the factors of 300, and our possible pair will be minus 15a into minus 20a. On multiplying we will get 300a square, and on adding we will get minus 35a. So the given polynomial can be written as 25a square minus 15a minus 20a plus 12. In first two terms, what do we have common? 5a. So take that 5a outside. We will get 5a into 5a minus 3. And in the next two terms, what do we have common? Minus 4. So take that minus 4 outside. We will get minus 4 into 5a minus 3. So our next step will be what? 5a into 5a minus 3 minus 4 into 5a minus 3. Here we are having 5a minus 3 as common. So take it outside. We will get 5a minus 3 into 5a minus 4. So basically what is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth, right? So here we are having 5a minus 3 into 5a minus 4. So here one of the possible answer will be length is equal to 5a minus 3 and breadth is equal to 5a minus 4. They have asked what? Expression for length and breadth, right? So here we have got the expression for length and breadth. You can also take length as 5a minus 4 and breadth as 5a minus 3. Now let's move to the next sum, which is also similar to this. Exercise 2.5, page number 50. Read the question, guys. What do we have here? What are all the possible expression for the dimensions of the cuboids whose volume are given below? So here, first subdivision. What they have given? Volume. And what do we have to find here? Dimensions of the cuboid. So first, what is the volume of a cuboid? Length into breadth into height. This length, breadth and height are what? Dimensions of the cuboid. So we have to find what? Expression for length, breadth and height. Now let's move to the question. What is given? Volume is equal to 3x square minus 12x. What do we have common in these two terms? 3x. So take the 3x outside. We will get 3x into x minus 4. Now here even we are having what? 3 terms. That is L into B into H. L value can be 3, B value can be x and H value can be x minus 4. You can also take L as x minus 4, B as x and H as 3. It doesn't change the answer. So now I want you guys to write all these sums in your classwork note. And please note down your homework sums. Exercise 2.5, page number 49. In that, 8th question, factorize each of the following. In that, first, second, fourth and fifth subdivision. And 10th question, second subdivision. And 14th question, second subdivision. and 15, 16 also second subdivisions. I hope that the sums are clear to you. So finally, we have completed our second chapter successfully. I can feel your happiness, guys, by sitting in front of the computer. So we'll meet you all in the next chapter, that is Heron's formula. Until then, take care, guys.